Everything is always a lot more fun in the Philippines. Even something simple like trying to use the restroom on this ferry. The boat is going all over the place like this. And of course the light doesn't work. So you have the option of either holding onto the wall or the flashlight on your phone. But it's one or the other. Anyways, I love this place because everything's just a lot more fun. And it's gorgeous. So I am extremely happy to say that I am finally back in the Philippines. I could not be happier about this. I've been trying to get back here for so long. And if you haven't watched my channel before, we could have flown over here a while ago because I'm a Balikbayan, or my wife has a Philippines passport. However, we still had to quarantine, so taking a 2-week vacation, knowing that we're moving here, didn't make a lot of sense. That being said, we are finally in the process of moving here, so we're here permanently. I got a 1-year stamp on my visa. Going through the airport was actually really easy. They didn't ask me for any type of insurance, which a couple of vloggers were saying you needed to have. I did get it to be safe, but the airline told me that wasn't a requirement. They didn't know where I got that info from. And then the IATF that was checking all our paperwork with the One Health Pass, they didn't ask for it either. They told me that wasn't a requirement. Stamped me with a 1-year visa, so I was very happy about that because we're obviously moving here, so I don't plan on leaving anytime soon unless we go to Bali or Thailand on vacation. And I mean, we went to the airport, no problem, landed in Manila, then we flew directly right over to Cebu because we wanted to do car shopping. Moving outside of Dumaguete, but buying a car over there, very limited selection, and the prices are much higher, so you're better off, just my opinion, buying a car in Cebu or Manila or a larger city and then just deal with transporting it. You might think it's a little bit of a hassle, but I'd rather spend a day dealing with getting the car there, and whether I'm going to save $5,000+ or I'm much happier with the vehicle I bought, because there's such a huge selection. I mean, there's millions of people in those cities. 30-minute ferry ride across over to Negros Oriental. Originally we were going to take the ship all the way down from Cebu City down to Dumaguete, and then it looked at it and it was a 6-hour ferry, so instead we just drove 3 hours, stayed at a beach resort, and now we're taking a 30-minute ferry across, and it's a beautiful view. I love these people. Everyone's friendly and happy, and they're packing this thing full of trucks and cars and tricycles. It cost me 750 peso, which was about $15, or right now it's actually less, to get it shipped from Cebu across over to Negros. And again, it takes about a half an hour. Of course, we'll probably take a half an hour to take off, so I'm roughly an hour, maybe a little bit longer, but either way, $15, get a car delivered from one island to another, and the first 2 passengers are free, so neither of us actually had to pay for ourselves, just had to pay the one price of the vehicle. And yeah, one step closer to being home. Again, online, and there was such a small selection of cars, so it really just didn't make any sense for us. We're here permanently, so I want a car that I'm going to be happy with for quite some time, and very happy with the choice that I made. So we did some car shopping in Cebu, bought a vehicle, and then got it over to Dumaguete, and yeah, we are close to our house. So as you can tell by looking around me, I'm not at a fancy beach resort right now. This is definitely the Philippines, and when I say that, I'm very close to the province. So our house is close to this, so we're out in the province. This is a very small town. It's called Bias, B-A-I-S. You can look at it. It's north of Dumaguete. I'll put it up on the map, but it's what they call a city. I would call it a small town. I wouldn't refer to it as a city by any means. I guess you could call it a city in Philippine standard because it now has a Jollibee. So if it has a Jollibee in the Philippines, it's instantly, what they would call a city. To me, it's very, very small. There's not a lot of options or choices here, but for us, this hotel is fine. I mean, here, and it came out to under $20 a night. So even if we're staying here for 2 weeks while we're moving into our house, it's $20 a night. So it's extremely cheap. So we could stay, there's two other places around here that I like. I love staying at La Planta. They're actually closed for renovation right now, so but they would only be $30-something a night, and they would have a pool to be a little bit nicer. And then there's two other smaller places. So, you know, it's really up to you what you want to do. But I mean, for me, this made sense. We have a nice room, we have air conditioning, we have our own bathroom, and we're getting up every morning and then driving to our house because we're moving in. So we just need a place to stay that's as close as we can be to our house, because we need to get a bed there and get a few things situated and stuff like that, so we can actually cook and take showers and, you know, do the basic needs. So anyways, yeah, we are heading to our house soon. I'm actually gonna walk over to the gym right now and do a little bit of working out, and I'm just ecstatic to be here. It's my favorite place to be. It's just filled with happy and friendly people everywhere. They are talkative. Say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Everyone responds with a smile. In the U.S., if I'm in Chicago and I say good morning and I look at someone, he's going to stare at me and say, what do you want? Or do I owe you money? Or do you have a problem? It's very hostile. It's uncomfortable most of the time. But here, I mean, someone will be on the side of the road and you can say, oh, good morning, hey, good morning. And you start making small talk because they're all very happy and friendly. So I enjoy it. So, all right, taking off to the gym. So I just walked out of Lantro's gym in Bias. Got a workout in. I absolutely love exercising here in the Philippines because it is hot and it is humid. There's not one fan in the gym. There's 2 light bulbs, and all the equipment is rusted and not really labeled. And when I thought something was wrong with one shoulder, they said, oh, we buy the incorrect weights from China because we get a discount, so the weights aren't accurate. So I'm like, okay, so one's actually heavier than the other. It's not me, but it just makes me smile and laugh because everything's a lot more interesting in the Philippines, including me wearing a face mask outside walking. And I know a lot of cities are still doing that. Everyone on a motorcycle is wearing a mask, but no one's wearing a helmet. So I don't know. I'm not going to get into the facts and statistics on each one, but me personally, if I was concerned with wearing a mask while I'm riding a motorcycle, I would look at the data and statistics behind accidents and on a motorcycle and not wearing a helmet. That's just me, but it's very popular to not wear them here. It's just surprising to see people on motorcycles wearing the mask. But anyways, thank you for watching, and now I'm on my way to find a place to get my hair cut before we head into the city and do our shopping. And then we're going to be heading to the house tomorrow for the first time in years. So I'm excited. I haven't been to my house in 2 years now. My wife hasn't been there or seen her family in a year and a half. So we're really looking forward to getting there and dropping off our luggage. So more to come, a lot more videos.